website right now and download my free course on alternate picking mastery. It contains 5 essential exercises that will take you to alternate picking mastery faster than you can imagine. And then I've included my method of how to lay out a practice plan in just 1 to 2 minutes that will absolutely boost your results like nothing you ever tried before. So go download it right now. It's free. How do you learn phrasing in the most effective, fastest way possible? Why is it always about learning fast, Claus? Because you need results. Results are everything. Because if you spend a lot of energy practicing something and you're not getting results fast, your brain is going to say, what are we doing here? Why am I expending so much energy on something that doesn't give me rewards? And then you give up, or you get demotivated, and then you return back to practicing like 15 minutes, 30 minutes a day, just playing over jam tracks, or practicing something that you know already, because that is what you're willing to do. So results are everything. So let's get results fast, right? What's the best way? Well, I practiced phrasing techniques, and I developed different methods, different exercises that I could do that will really focus on the core of each phrasing technique. And you can find those in the course online on guitarmastery.net right now. But then what really made the big difference was taking little licks that has, and I mean little, that has a lot of phrasing techniques built into them, and then repeating them over and over again until I could play them with intensity, with detail, with accuracy, and I could do that effortlessly. Please listen to that whole sentence again. I repeated them over and over and over again until I could play them with detail, with accuracy, and I could get everything right. And I was just thinking, and then I recorded myself so I could hear what I was playing. And when I heard that lick happening with just perfectly. And I could do it effortlessly. That is the way to developing. And you don't have to wait to phrase like, anyone in the world. You don't have to wait for mastery. You don't have to say, okay, I can practice this, but if it doesn't sound like B.B. King, or if it doesn't sound like my top player or Stevie Ray Vaughan or whoever you're looking up to in whatever style of music, then, there's probably a reason for that. And that is because he's special and I'm not. Just cut that bull, right? And just say, why wouldn't I go straight for the fruit, right? Just go straight to it. Take one phrasing lick and then hammer away at it until you reach absolute total above everything mastery. World class, nothing less. You can do it. You just have to not stop at good and just continue, right? The thing is, once you reach good and you can do the thing, approximately, and you think, oh, that sounds almost like, then you have to spend an equal amount of time after that point to get all the way to the top, where you simply, I can't do this any better. And the top is effortless. It's easy for me. I just go, whatever it is, right? So how do we do that? Well, let me show you just one little example of a lick that you can practice like this in a loop over and over again, and then really get those practicing techniques or these phrasing techniques down. I'm just going to include a couple in this little lick, and then even though it's simple, don't shy away from it. Really say, okay, can I play it this well, totally effortlessly? And if you can't, make it happen and just focus on it. That's the secret to rapid progress. So let's take just a simple lick and then, just at least give it a week. At least say, okay, I'm going to do this for 15 minutes, for 30 minutes, just in a loop over and over again. And then record yourself right now, today, and then record yourself a week from now, and then listen to the difference, right? To make it very visible and audible to you, on an experiential level, what happens when you focus on something that much and that hard. Okay, so let's do it. So let's have a look at this one. We've got a couple of phrasing techniques involved here, and we don't really hear them as such. We don't think about them because they're so guitarish, natural and normal. But I start by sliding up here. We're in the key of E minor, so I'm using the E natural minor scale, which is on the high E string 12, 14, and 15. On the B string it's 12, 13, and 15. And on the G string it is 11, 12, and 14. And we got 2 in the K shape anyway, 2 notes on the D string, which is in the 12th and the 14th. And then we have 12, 14, and 15 on both the A and the low E string. So I start by sliding up. My hand goes up, and as it goes up, I'm picking it. So I'm not fretting a note and then picking and then sliding. I'm simply starting the slide, and then I'm picking. Right? And then I'm hitting the 12th fret. Like that. And once I had that with a downstroke, I'm hitting the 15th fret B string with an upstroke, and I use a little bit of a pinch harmonic. An upstroke pinch harmonic, which is where the string hits the pick, and then it grazes the tip of the index finger. Right? And then I go right back to the 12th fret, G string, downstroke, upstroke, and down to the 12th fret G string. Then I hit the 13th fret on the B string with an upstroke. And then I'm pulling off down to the 12th fret. So now I've got the slide. I could just play this note, right? Right? But I'm sliding up. That's a phrasing technique. Then I have this note with a little bit of pinch harmonic. Right? So I hit the 13th fret, pull off down to the 12th. I could instead of pulling off, I could just play it, but that sounds really different. It's like da da, right? Instead of, it's more flowing. We are instead of gaga. So once I've done that, upstroke pinch harmonics. I hit the 14th fret on the G string and pull off down to the 12th. Again with a little bit of pinch harmonic. I love that sound when you have a distorted sound and you use that. It gives you more middle tone there. So hit the 14th fret, pull off down to 12th, and then hit the 14th fret again on the G string and slide it up to the 16th. Once I slide it up to the 16th, I hit the 15th fret with an upstroke. Again, I could play the 3 notes. But that sounds like a piano, da 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 da, right? I want to go pull off, pick again, and then slide. Sounds vastly different than, right? And then I hit the 15th fret on the B string, and then right back to the 14th fret again on G string and slide down to the 12th. Slowly. Slide again. And from there I go. I hit the note in the 14th fret. Look at the fingers here. I'm holding 3 fingers on one string, 12, 13, and 14. And then I'm picking it with an upstroke again. And I am pressing it up to that note, pushing it up there with a bend, but very rapidly. In fact, as rapid as I possibly can. So I get that, like a slide to the note in the 16th fret. And it's important to hit that note right away. So don't go, oh, right, hit it. Right? Once it's up there, I take it down again, so I go. But that downwards, I hold it up there. So what I actually play rhythmically is And the way I do that, I get up there, and then down again, and pull off down to the 12th fret, and then I hit the 14th fret D string. And the rhythm and the whole way, see, the first bend is very quickly, and the second one is also fast, but just emulate the sound, right? So, and then you do vibrato down here, and the way I do that vibrato is I have a twisting motion in my hand like this. And be sure you really control that vibrato so you can do it at whatever tempo you like. So with distortion, I tend to play a little bit differently because I can get more overtones out of a distorted sound with all that compression on. So see, I can even do a downstroke on that note and then have muted strings here. So I'm palm muting the strings. And I'm also muting the strings with my first and second finger. You can do this 1,000 times. Just to get it totally right and make it easy. Right? And then the vibrato afterwards. Right? And you can also mute the G string. Another little detail here. With palm muting, but not the B string. If you mute it just a little bit, it's okay, right? But you get that. Yeah, B string is muted a little bit too. Right? So let's play that whole thing slowly. But now remember the phrasing techniques. Once you have the melody down or just the notes, really focus on each little detail here. So let's just play it slowly for you. And if I'm muting the notes behind that note, I can only use my third finger to do it instead of having all the fingers on the same string. And I'm going for that sound there. And then that makes me press all the fingers together here. So I can do the bend and the muting at the same time. And I have the strength in the third finger. Right? So that's about it. Yeah, and the cool thing is to record yourself when you do this, and you can separate these little things up into little loops that you can do. You can go. See if you can get it just right. Then the next thing. That's what I should hear when you're practicing. Not the whole thing over and over again with a lot of little inaccuracies in it. Work on a little loop of it at a time and then hammer away at it until you got it right. So commit to learning this at the highest level. This is so small. So why wouldn't you? Well, Claus, because it's so small. If it's so small, then just go for it right now. Right? Take it all the way to the top. And then go check out our phrasing course on guitarmastery.net. You heard me say that a couple of times by now, right? And follow us on Instagram. You'll find links to the whole thing underneath this, below this video here. See you in the next video. Subscribe for more free videos. Do it. Do it now. Do it.